YouTube. Woo. In this video, I'll be trying to soundproof the door into my studio, which, first of all, it's a hollow door. I do have, there are some solid core doors for $10 that are, they're on KSL classifieds. They're in South Jordan, so we'll have to go and pick one up soon. And yeah, these are all the doors in the house are hollow except for like the exterior doors. And I asked my mom if she'd be willing to cut a new door. She was a little hesitant. Kind of didn't want to because of all the work that had to be done, because she had to cut around this pattern here. But the solid core door will not have that pattern. Something that's also been brought up is the, what's it called? Oh, yeah, the pattern of the door. And will it match the rest of the house? And to that I say, it does not matter, because this is my studio and it needs to be soundproof. Too bad. However, the outside will eventually be covered with a door soundproofing kit. Possibly. I'm thinking of the one by AeroZoom. It's the most elegant, so I think a solid core door plus the soundproofing panels on both sides will be sweet. However, there is a soundproofing blanket. Let me find really quickly. Soundproofing door blanket. Can I find? It's not the Acoustical Solutions. Ooh. Is it? The all noise control? If not, I'll just get. Oh wait, I know how to find the specific one that I, nope, not that. YouTube. Let's search my history. So there's a blanket I'm finding a photo of. Okay. Pause that for a second. I got my speaker turned on out there. So, TM soundproofing, here we go, yeah. So you got this soundproofing door panel here. It velcros onto your door. It's got cutouts for your hinges. There's 2 reviews, but it's $616.80. And you can pick gray, black, tan, white. I want something red. And AeroZoom has red, so soundproofing door kit. Also, acrylic could work for some soundproofing as well. Yeah, this one's only $149. Much more affordable. Although it's like $249 if you get the double-sided. And I can get, where is it? I can get red, just like I want. So I'm probably going to go with this, but I'm kind of curious. I've already asked on Reddit, but if anybody of you watching happens to know which one's better. Although actually AeroZoom does have a noise reduction test in their video. They show a decibel meter. So I can look at that compared to the other video I was watching on the blanket. Although they're not equal testing environments. But basically, so first we need to do a test with the way it is now. I'm pretty sure we're not going to make a difference. Well, we'll make some, but not much, because it's not a solid core door, but I'm going to be getting one. So, you guys might remember this song from Earbuds Galore and the End of Airborne Death, or close to. Also, oops, I forgot to have this ready. I just need to make another. I'll just shoot a video for a voice recording then. Let's go to video. Because my stepdad is going to be working out there quite a bit. And that's where his, I can show you guys. Yeah. So my stepdad works right over there. I've got my red speaker propped up there to be a representation of, like, if you were to play music or something. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a little video segment here of, yeah, this is if my stepdad was working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job, and the phone's GPS tracking is not as accurate as I would like, and we need to fix this piece of code, and we need to do this thing, and this and that, and make this work, and yeah, and oh, that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. Well, we'll work on that. He works for Captain Call, by the way. Let's see what we hear. Talking with people on the video chat for his job, and the phone. Exactly as I would like. We need to fix this piece of code, and we need to do this thing, and this and that, and make this work. That's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. We'll work on that. So, there's that test. Turn the volume back down just a bit. We go back to our music, so we'll do a door close and door open. So obviously, opening and closing the door makes a difference. For just a moment, I am going to, I need to have the stream up. Let's see if there's anybody tuned in. Is there anybody? Not that I can see. So I'm just going to go to my channel, pull up the stream. I want to go back and listen to that test for myself on my speaker. Be right back. Alrighty then. So, you guys definitely picked some of that up. Yeah, so, see, I've got my phone has a comment monitor right now, so we need to do some testing. I already have one of these that's open. Now, I'm not going to be screwing this in just yet. I just want to do a very basic test. And let's actually take you off of your step. Ooh. Well, that's probably me watching. I'm going to confirm that for a second there. If I pause and I go away, it still says 1. So we'll see if it disappears or if it's registering me. Hopefully it's an actual fan and not just myself watching. We'll put you guys on the floor for now. One thing about this is kind of tricky. I'm also have to cut this piece a bit and cross our fingers it's the best. Because yeah, so that's going to have to be cut over there. But also, oh, yep, the one watching disappeared. So it is probably me. If I go back to YouTube and I start watching again, we'll see if it shows back up. Oh, one watching now, so it's myself. Okay. Answers question if YouTube registers that. The way this hangs down, and the way I'd like it to push down a little bit on the floor, we'll just barely be able to get like a screw in there. It's going to be tight. But yeah. So yeah, in order to do any kind of testing, we need to trim this up a bit. Figure out. Let's see. Because this side looks fine. I should have. Also, I got some blankets and stuff in here because before I trim, I need to vacuum in here. It's dusty. So before I trim that up, show you guys the blanket test that I did, because a thick blanket can help reduce noise. Wow. Huh. The thick blanket that I tried right here, which is pretty thick and heavy comforter. Also, here I say a bit hideous. I mean, it's an okay style. It's not really for me. So, pause that for a second. We'll pull up the office noise test. Talking with people on the video chat for the job and phone. Yeah, that's enough blanket test. It maybe did 1 decibel. I've also looked at filling the door. With I looked at filling the door with like spray foam insulation. That would also not work. Well, one guy, I watched a YouTube video where he filled it with the spray foam insulation. And yeah, the results that he was getting were pretty 1 decibel. That's the word I'm trying to think of. So I don't know if I should do this with a knife or not. That made a mark in the thing. I've really never done this before. What does our closed one say? This one was loose at Lowe's. Measure with door and cut door to seal length with hexa. Okay. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab a hexa. Huh. Wait, it shows nobody watching on my phone. What does it show? And it shows 1 watching on the comment monitor. Okay. So I guess you don't see yourself as watching on the when you're watching on. It's been years since I have used this tool. Got my grandpa's hacksaw here. Probably a little bit rusty on some of the blades, but this thing I always thought was cool because you've got 2, 3. Okay, looks like it's just 2. I thought it was 3. But yeah, you've got. Oh, it is 3. This thing I also found a little scary too, because like, see how this one over here could swing around and bump my fingers. So which one do we want? Not the big teethy one. So you can go back. I'm guessing probably that one. There's this one. We'll start with the smallest grip, whatever. Then you just screw this thing in place to hold in there. Then this piece comes open like this. And there's a, needs to be open a little more. There's a little peg inside of there. You get it locked into your peg. Squeeze her down tight. All right. Let's see, which side is that? Yeah, this way. Okay, so. Okay. Let's see. Yes, that's the marked side. Almost there. Past the point of no return. See if anybody knows where that's from. Give you a moment or so to comment down below. Whoever watches this after the stream. 3, 2, 1. That's from Phantom of the Opera. We are past the point of no return because I have sawed off a little bit at the end. It's only just a little bit though, so maybe, but I don't think so. And I have two because I was going to put one on top, but one doesn't fit up top, which is kind of nice because these things are $10 each. $10 that I kind of don't have. All right, let's see. All right. How do we look here? Well, actually can it? Nope, never mind. Open. I was thinking there'd be a little room. Well, there is. There is just a tiny bit of left and right wiggle. Left and right, not left and white. What am I? Elmer Fudd? I don't think so. I'm not chasing after a rabbit. So yeah, left and right. When it's in the right, well, hold on. Actually, no, there isn't. Yeah, no, because it has to be screwed on. So that actually worked out. I might have to cut off a little bit on the other side too. I'll probably consult with my mom before I cut it up any further. She knows more. But the right side here, let me show you guys. So, this side will fine. This side does not fit flush against the door. And I'm pretty sure, that rang, pretty sure it's because of the door stop, whatever you call this piece here. But I'm not going to cut this up any more than I have. Consult with my mother, talk about what to do. Weather stripping, something could probably fill that up here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put up some of our weather stripping. And, whoops, flipped you around. Got the fuzzy, dust-filled selfie cam. What angle do I want you guys to see? Okay. Start up there. Grab one of my cleaning rags and some USA Advantage cleaner. Now, I don't have anything thin enough to fit on the side of the door frame with the hinges. I tried some of the Duck brand foam rubber that I have, and it was a little bit tight of a fit, my mom said, and it would end up pulling out the screws over time in the hinges. So, if I think that really is the major issue spot once I'm done with this basic test, then I might put some duck foam on that side temporarily, just long enough for a test. But that side is pretty well tied together. I'll probably have to put something there because I need this to be soundproof, no sounds in, no sounds out. I might always have some coming in, but let's mitigate as much as possible. That's why I like the idea of having my door kit double-sided. And also, again, I might have mentioned this earlier, I forget, but that's why it also won't matter what pattern the door is, because I'm just going to have the polyester door stuff on the other side too. Now, these walls over here are filled with insulation. They are really good at sound isolation. I've been up there on the stage actually, let me just show you. I have been up there on the stage when my dad is working, and the sound comes from the door. I say stage, it's a platform. It's, I haven't said exactly what it's going to look like, although I do know. Welcome to the platform. Woo! Yeah. Okay. So, let's move our piece of sound foam over. So there you guys are in the corner of the platform, and so there's a test. Now, the reason I rotated the camera this way is because if you're wearing headphones, I believe the Note 8, as with many other phones, does record in stereo. So you should be able to hear on the right side, I believe, there was more of that sound than on the left side, because the left side was then facing this corner here, which does not have any, which has the insulation in the walls themselves. And I think my mom did it just for heat keeping, temperature, climate stuff, than for sound. But it does a really good job. I'm pretty happy with those. But I think the worst case scenario is the inside of here is going to have sound foam. But I could probably put sound foam on top of noise isolating the polyester stuff that AeroZoom is claiming reduces noise indoors. So I could put some of that there and then the sound foam on top. But also what I could do, come out here for a second, is The door on the outside will have, I mean, I wouldn't mind having it be like some red sound foam. Like, hey, it's my personal whatever space. Add a little bit of pop, let people know what it is. Oh, that must be Kayla's space. It's bright red. I could go with white. Somewhere around there, I'm going to put like an on-air sign. So whenever I'm streaming or recording, I can say on air. Cool. But I could, my mom might maybe be willing. It would change the look of the wall a bit, but I could put just plain white polyester panels on the outsides of this wall here too. And, ooh, coming into the dark a bit. Yeah, these are the stairs. So my studio is above the stairs. How cool is that? So I could put probably more of the polyester down here as well if I needed to. And have it cover the outside space, and that would dampen even more sound. I would like to avoid having to do that because that stuff's expensive, but go support me on Patreon so I can do even the minimal version of this, because I can afford $150 right now. It's going to be a while before I can afford $150. So, let's see here. Alright, weather stripping time. I cleaned off the door space. Because we had a piece of this somewhere downstairs, I think. And it wasn't sticking very good the other day. So, let's just see here. Because I cleaned this. So hopefully it sticks better on my... I'm going to get the step stool. I am having to stand on my tippy toes to reach that. So, let's sit. Right here. Yeah, that's easier. That's nicer. So, actually, you know what? I was going to cut it, but I think it should just wrap the corner. So what I need to do, I do need to, well, let's see how long. I could probably start applying this and see. Okay, so that's the corner. Darn, we do not have enough. I have to buy more. Also, part of this gets a little smushy seeming. That's not good. Yeah, it's a little flatter down here than it is up here, and I do not know why. This was the part that was more inside of the roll too. You can see smushy. Which maybe it's going to get that way anyways with the door. But yeah, here's a comparison of our two ends. I wonder though if maybe I'm not strong enough to blow, or maybe that won't do anything, but well, it's what we've got for now. So I'm gonna stick this piece up, and I'm gonna try and have the more poofy part on top. Man, I almost want to get like a coat hanger and carefully work my way up the tube. Yeah, I'm gonna have. Okay, we'll start with this one. I'm gonna have the less squished part on top because. Oops, do not need to stand like that. Yeah, let's put it on top because that's where the thicker gap is for a lot of the door. I just realized too, we have these ridges in the door that make very big gaps, and I have absolutely nothing to fill them with. So this might not be a very good test here. It might just be trashed either way. This stuff is not very sticky either. Maybe it's because it's old. I don't know. Pretty flat on this part here. And my stepdad is corner better. He's out of town right now, not working, so he's not working up here, so I have a little bit of time to take care of some things and set up studio with you guys without him, without him making noise up here or us bothering him while he's at work. So that's sweet. He'll be gone like another week or something. Okay. Coming loose at this end. So something like this, if it doesn't stick very good ever, even a different brand, will probably have to be screwed in at some point. Oh, it's peeling up on this end too. Yeah, this is... Okay, so... It's a little bit toasty up here, so I'm going to... Open up my squeaky window, and it's peeling up. That's just not good. I'm going to close the door so that it won't peel much. And I'm going to see if I can find that other strip really quick. Be right back. Or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a cut. Is it just because we're not really tight in that? Yeah, no. Either it will not fit on this side, or I'm gonna have to make a cut, which I'm gonna just make a little cut there. Please close. Well, joy. And are we sure is it? Let's make sure it's not the bottom piece. Let's see this. Nope. I mean, yeah, that's ooh. That's really tight. So maybe this isn't meant for the side then. Well, okay. Could also double up on the top of this is what my mom was saying. I would just want a single thicker piece. Let's see, with this side piece off, doesn't close. Oh yeah, it's that side piece there. You can still see some light coming through there, which that can be fixed with caulk. Maybe I'm just putting this in the wrong spot. I'm gonna try putting this piece back there again, but not so high. What if? I'm going to try and not have it right up against the stop. Okay. Does that work? Or no? Nope. That doesn't work. Wow. And maybe it's because it's not round and it's not able to... Try flipping it. Try it lower too. That breeze feels pretty nice because it's a little warm up here. Right a bit. I realize you guys probably couldn't see what I was just doing. But there's... Okay, let's see. Alright, you gonna close over now? Okay. So it's a thinner gap up here than it is down there. Alright, well, I say we just go for a little test and see if this did anything. Can I see? How does it look up top? There's still a gap up there. That. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look. All those gaps. Letting in all that noise. It's terrible. I cannot work like this. Now, with the AeroZoom foam, or sorry, not the foam, they're polyester. Another thing I'm hopeful for is that I'll be able to have pieces, using my phone as an example, I'll be able to have the pieces overlap on the whole thing by just a little bit. They'll probably have to bend out a bit, maybe. I'll figure out how that works. The only place I won't be able to have overlap is on the right side of the door. And I was going to say, and there's no, whatchamacallit, no light shining through there, but there be some light. Can you guys see? There it is, yeah. Give it time to pick it up. Well, I am feeling like we did nothing, but let's test it out and see. Wait. What? We should be playing. People on the video chat for a job and now for cello soft string remover. Well, mission failed. Mission failed. We did nothing. There are plenty of gaps that need to be filled. I'm so new at this, I'm not sure what materials to get. I wish I had an expert with me who was like, this, you need this. There is a soundproofing listing on KSL. I texted them, but I'll probably give them a call, see how much they would charge But yeah, also when I was putting my ear up to the door, there's a slight difference between the crack and the door, and I'm gonna guess it's about 1 decibel. So it's 1 decibel quieter listening at the door versus on the other side. Now I've thought about acrylic for this, which let me go grab my speaker really quickly. Because acrylic can be good, I've heard, at blocking sound. Acrylic's like what they use for the barriers for all the safety stuff with COVID going on. But also acrylic is used for this drum thing that we saw at, where is it? Oh, Guitar Center. And so a drum surround, but here's some video we took at Lowe's testing some stuff. Pretty good. Usually what. Recording a little video, I'm probably sure I'm hearing myself pretty good, because it's usually what it does. Now I'm talking with the acrylic in between us, and there's a sample difference. Yep, so there's a little bit of sound dampening. I'm recording, and a thick piece of acrylic. I'm now buying the thick piece of acrylic. Yeah, I am recording and going behind a bunch of acrylic. And there's what it sounds like behind a bunch of acrylic. Here we are, and we are going inside of an acrylic box. And the lid goes on our acrylic. There's inside of a very simple, basic acrylic box. Okay, let's go. We can take it off now.
Try it now that they're all together.
Right, here we go. Okay, inside of an acrylic box. Best we can do. There we go. How about a glass door? Yep. Here we go. We're in the pocket of the glass door. The glass door is now closed. You'll hear me a little bit, I'm sure. So, there's definitely a noise reduction with those things, especially the acrylic, which is applicable. The glass door, I just saw, it opens up and there's a little pocket for pamphlets that was empty, so I put my phone in there. And there is a place up in Salt Lake that's selling used, or not used, but it's like, oh, we ordered this acrylic, but it wasn't right for our project, so we couldn't use it. So, I'm not super hopeful with the acrylic option. And just like, I know that the walls over there do a really, really good job. It's just, this is disappointing. Because if I'm going to be doing anything up here, I need something that will block sound from coming in there. Because I cannot work with that sound coming in here. My microphone is relatively sound isolating if I use the right one. So I'm going to check something. Let's go to the YouTube stream. Let's go back and listen to our pre-test. So, there's that test. We're going back down just a bit. Go back to our music, so we'll do a door close and door open. So, obviously, okay, so there's that. And then we'll go forward. Here's our now test. There be some light. But let's test it out and see. Right. Well, yeah, that's, what are we looking at live? Okay, pretty good view. Yeah, that was maybe a 1 decibel difference, hearing the playback on the speaker here. There is one other option. I mean, there is possibly, like there's soundproofing insulation. Dang it, where's the thing I saw at Lowe's? It's a specific, because they have acoustic panels, fiberglass reinforced stuff. And acoustic panels you fill with stuff. One thing I've learned is you need, here we go, here's what I'm looking for. You need something that's very dense to do soundproofing, because these sound foam panels are not very dense. They're good for sound dampening, to reduce echo of things. Talking through this, I sound probably less echoey than without it. And obviously, if I have the walls covered in this, there's going to be a lot less echo. But it doesn't stop sound from coming through it. So there is this cellulose board right there. And the cellulose board is going to have to be treated with something. It's $13.98. That's a lot more obtainable than $150 sound thing. I still want to go with the sound door kit eventually, because it's probably maybe it's more elegant than the cellulose, but soft sound transfer between living spaces, neighbor to neighbor, room to room, outside to outside, upstairs to ... Earth-friendly fiber board product made from 97% organic materials, including wood fiber. So this might possibly be able to be cut out and put up there. Before I cut $13 up and went past the point of no return, what I would probably end up doing with that is, I'm thinking if I took the door handle off, because the piece would fit up against the door. So if I took the door handle off and then I was able to fit it up against the door and see how well it would work. Or, yeah, this piece is peeling down. And, honestly, I'm not hopeful that this would work, and if I did fit it up against the door too, because I got the hinge in the way, so I should. Actually, nope. I was thinking I could fit it along the outside of the door, but I think it's too tall just to fit it up there and see without cutting it, but that's kind of another thing to test and experiment with. And, maybe what I'm expecting are unrealistic results, and I can't have what I'm looking for. I know I can get something. I know I can get better than just the door. This is R1.3, 5.0 inch. So it's a 4 foot by 8 foot. So 4 foot wide, 8 foot tall. How tall is the ceiling? As long as we're taller than 8 foot, I can do a test without cutting up some cellulose board and blowing 13. Although I can relist anything that I don't use on KSL. It's listed there. But let's just see here. ceiling. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The ceiling is over 8 foot. So 8 foot 5 inches. So I would be able to fit that, what was it made out of? Not polystyrene, because that's not a good, maybe it is a good insulator, or it's a good insulator, maybe it's a good sound barrier, I don't know. Yeah, 8 foot, I would be able to carry it in here. And hold it up and run a test and see what results I get. Because that would definitely be like a temporary solution. But approximately $13 one at that. Just have to treat it with something or cover it with, I don't know, something. That piece is just gonna peel down. Well, I think that's pretty much it for this video. And I'll probably wait before I go any further till I get the solid door and see what that does. Because I don't think soundproofing around the edges is going to do a whole lot anyways. Because remember, listening with my ear against the door versus against the crack is like a 1 decibel. At this point, I'm just wondering if I have something I can stick that to. I had like a thick waxy paper or something. I don't think I do. What about, question, actually, yeah, come on. Whatever. Is it very sticky? It's not very sticky to itself. So I'm just going to roll this piece up and put it away for later, and that's it for this failure. But we will succeed. We have to succeed. I think a solid door will be one of the biggest improvements right now, and it's only a $10 thing. Have my mom cut it up, and I'm wondering if she can get closer on the gap up top. Now, probably she can, which we can test that, because this door is one that my mom had to cut to fit the shape there, because this whole slant here is where the rafters are. But if we come into the bathroom here, my mom did all this tile work, by the way, so we come into the bathroom here. Yeah, I would say 1/4 inch? I don't know. But that's definitely, oh, wow. Echo City, but it's also a bathroom. Some people want that effect apparently. Like, I don't know why, but there are like some echo effects that certain sound card programs have that can be applied. You got like sewer pipe, echoey bathroom, bathtub. Like, why do you want to fake that? Just like on the fly. I don't know why, but whew, almost knocked my speaker down. Thankfully, it's a really durable speaker. I'll turn that off. So yeah, thicker gap here. So when we cut down the door, I'll try and have my mom. It should be easier because she doesn't have to cut around these edges here. Like with this, she was having to cut and then go in and cut and then out and cut. And she had to make a new top piece for it as well. So with the other door, it should be a straight cut, and hopefully we'll be able to get the tolerances a little closer, and if we can have it come down a little bit lower. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Studio setup is coming along slow. Cleaning is coming slow too. I need to vacuum this floor down here, and then clean the walls everywhere. And anyways, I'll see you guys in whatever's next.